Ladies, ladies. Hey, you two men. I ain't gay, but you know what I'm saying? We can work something out. I know everybody's waiting for my arrival. Everybody's been wondering where I've been. Time to tell you the truth. I've been saving the world. I know, I know. Hard to believe that such a fine, sexy gentleman like myself was given such a big responsibility. I know. But it's real. I know. Long time ago, there was a man named Kezix. And Kezix took his music very, very seriously. Somewhat. And Kezix released a really good song. And guess what? Kezix got to 400 monthly listeners. And then, Kezix started sucking his own thumb. What? And just like that, his monthly listeners dropped to 98. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I'm Kezix. I'm the guy who lost all his monthly listeners. How'd I lose them? I decided not to release a song or post a video or do anything about 9 months after I had reached 400 monthly listeners. Why? I was lazy. And on top of that, I didn't really know how to bounce off of that. I just dropped a song. For like the first time, one of my songs is quote unquote blowing up. At least for me, it's just hitting 1,000 streams. What do I do now? I was trying to promote songs on TikTok. None of them was hitting as hard as that song. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make new songs. None of it sounded as good. And so I just kind of sat there. It was like, yeah, I don't gotta drop right now. Boy, was I wrong. 9 months flew by. And then what? Freaking all of it's gone. Gone. Like, vanished. Like, it disappeared. Anyways, this is my story of how I got to 400 monthly listeners, lost it all, and this is my plan of how I plan to get to 500 monthly listeners. I first started making music my freshman year of high school, but I didn't really start releasing music about until sophomore to junior year. It was cool back then. It wasn't really something I was super serious about until I started dropping stuff. I dropped my first EP ever. Didn't drop a song, nothing. I dropped an EP. It was horrible. It still is horrible. Don't listen to it. Oh my gosh. I cringe at the thought of it. But anyway, and that was on Spotify and Apple Music and all the other major platforms. And I released that, got basically no listeners. And I continued to release until I released an album that same year, which was 2 years ago now, in 24, I think so. And what's it called? Didn't really gain no streams, nothing. And I was really trying to be like an underground rapper, make that whole little style of music and whatnot. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe it's my music taste changed as I grew up, as I finally like interacted with women instead of being an incel. I listened to R&B a lot. And I finally started making R&B music. And as I made R&B music, that music showed itself to actually do good on TikTok and through streams. And I started posting a couple R&B songs. I have one named Ecstasy. That song somewhere over 1,000 plays, streams on Spotify. And I have another one, On Your Mind. That one also over 1,000 streams on Spotify. But the one that really blew me up was the one called On Your Mind, right? Yeah, that song, it blew me up, and things were great, actually. I actually finally got a little bit of recognition at my school for once, which is honestly kind of crazy. People were like, yo, like, I heard your music, yo. They were all fake as hell, but they were still like, yo, like, I love your music. It was cool, right? People recognizing me and my music doing something. I had fans who would come to video on TikTok. That was amazing. Never happened to me before, but I wasn't complaining, right? And it felt like everything was finally making sense. Except it wasn't. See, that's the issue, you know what I'm saying? I did get a song that you could say did blow up, but that was it. I'm a guy in a black and red checkered bathrobe. Nobody really cared about me or my music. They just liked that one song. So when it came time to release new songs, when it came time to promote new songs, nobody gave two blanks. That kind of just hurt. It was like, another black guy in my feed with dreads, trying to be an underground rapper. Swipe. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really care too much. And I wondered to myself, why is this? How come I can put all this effort and get one song to blow up, and I can't keep that momentum? And after an excruciating long 9 months, I don't know why it took that long. Could have had a child in that time. I realized it's because I don't really have systems in my music and when it comes to music at all. One thing you gotta realize is your music is a business, whether you like to admit it or not. Yeah, your music is a business. And I'm sorry that I can't lie to you like everybody else has been lying to you. But you can't just release music and pray that that's it. You gotta promote your music. You gotta advertise your music and all the other things that I can't think of right now. But you know what I mean. And if you're an artist, you understand. There's all these different things you gotta do. and you just want to make music. I'm sorry, like I said, not really possible in today's day and age. You can complain about it. Go ahead. This is not the video for you. But if you want to adapt and actually win and see me fail and win, then keep watching. So 9 months after, it's not 9 months now. I think now it's about 12 months, but it took 9 months to get this revelation. Anyways, 9 months afterward, I realized I don't have a single system in my business. I just make music and post a video. That's not really a system. I don't know what works. I don't know what kind of music works. I don't know what kind of content works. I don't know how to interact with my fans, how to keep them as long-term fans. I don't know nothing. And, I started to realize maybe I should know these things. And so I looked at bigger artists, the really big ones like Drake. Everything, it just seems like every time he releases, it goes viral. Why? Because he has a system. What is a system, you ask? Don't ask me for the legitimate definition. I'll give you the ghetto rhyme version. A system is clarity on every single individual step that you need to go from point A to point B. What does that mean for music? Okay, you want a system to make content? Let's make one. When it comes to making content, you can't just release a random song and hope that it does well. No, you got to know why something works, why something doesn't, what kind of content works better than others, and what you should do. If you was like me and just kind of posted whatever, hoping for the best, obviously nothing was working. Some of it did work, some of it didn't, and you don't know why some things are working. And you might blame, oh, I'm shadow banned, oh, TikTok doesn't like me, oh, they're racist, oh, yada, yada, yada. It's because you suck. That's legitimately why. You don't know why things work, and so you're just shooting darts in the dark. You can't see the target you're trying to aim at because you don't know what the target is. You don't know the right form. You don't know how to hit the little circle in the middle. You don't know how. I'm here to teach you how. Don't worry. Anyways, without a system, I realized I don't know how to make good content. I don't know how to blow up, and I don't know how to grow. And I would just continue to post and post and post. Once in a while, something does good. Okay, let me do that literally 1 for 1 and see if that does good again. No. TikTok hates me. TikTok hates me. TikTok hates me. You know what I'm saying? It's just an endless cycle of, let me do this, something works, let me do a 1 for 1, or maybe let me just do something completely different from what worked. It doesn't work, TikTok hates me, now I'm back in this endless cycle. And because I was in this cycle for so long, I never dropped a song because I thought all of my songs were butt. Nobody would like them. Nobody got to see them. How would they like them if it got to nobody's ears? You know what I'm saying? So that's when I realized something has to change. And I came to this realization probably about, 3 months ago. And 3 months ago, I decided to myself, let me be a dumbass. And instead of applying this to myself, I'm going to try to package it and sell it to other people. That didn't work out. Because in the process of DMing people, like, yo, let's hop on a call, yada, 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 going through this process, I learned a lot. Don't get me wrong. I learned what works, what doesn't, some things. But I also realized I'm selling a product that I have no idea about. I've learned how to sell the product good. I don't even know what the product is. Because if somebody asks me, what do you do? I couldn't tell you. I could just tell you how to make it sound like it's valuable and useful. And you say yes and give me your money. That's all I was good at. And so I came to realize, 1, that's high-key evil as hell. Let me stop doing that. And 2, if my goal is music, why don't I just apply these principles to myself? And on top of that, I can continue the business. But having this for myself, and I realized, if my goal is music, why don't I just apply these principles to myself? And if I apply it to myself and it works, then I can sell something that is actually valuable. And it works. It's proof of it myself. And so here we are. After I came to this revelation, 2-3 days ago, and I'm high-key doing everything wrong, I am going to try to get back to my 500 monthly listeners in about, I say 30 to 90 days. In an ideal world, 30 days. Realistically, 90 days is what I'm going to attempt to do. And for those 90 days, 3 months, I'm going to be dropping 1 song a month. And I want you to actually follow the same plan that I'm doing and then report back to me, like on a weekly basis, and just tell me how it's going. And you can do that on my Discord server.
Link is in the bio.
Shameless plug. So you might be wondering, what exactly is this plan to reach these new heights of 500 monthly listeners when you barely even got 400? Let me tell you. Firstly, this plan, this majestic, beautiful plan that I have, is divided into 4 different weeks of the month. Each week has a different goal that we're going to focus on. And I want you to focus on the same goals that I'm focusing on as well. First things first. Before anything else, what I need you to do, this is the most important vital step. If you don't do this, nothing else will work. Before I even tell you anything about the weeks, go into your vault of songs. I know you have songs. I know. Don't lie to me. Think of me as Papa Bear. Don't lie to Papa Bear, or else you get spanked, okay? In that vault of songs, you have songs that are finished. You don't think they're good, I don't care. Pick one. Now make sure the song, you have the rights to release it, yada yada yada, and it's decently mixed. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure it's finished all the way through and it has somewhat of a decent mix. That's all I care about. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't care. You know what song to think of. If you're thinking of a song in your head, you just don't want to admit it. Think of that song right now. I want you to go to it. Go on whatever DSP you use. I use DistroKid. Go on whatever you use. Upload it right now. Get a random freaking photo from your camera roll, or just take a photo of your wall on a black screen. Put it there. You can change the cover art later on in the future and upload it right here, right now. I'm not even joking, because this is the most like craziest step for a lot of artists. Even for me, I was so scared to release a song because it wasn't perfect. It's not right. Stop. Just release the song now, because none of this will work if you can't get past this first step. So in order to actually achieve what you want, you have to believe it. How do you believe it? Like, your subconscious mind has to believe it. How do you think you produce positive thoughts? Because your subconscious is trained that way. And you got to keep proving to your subconscious that you can through repetition. This is your first step of repetition. Pick that song and release it. And if I catch you watching the rest of this video without doing that, you're getting touched. I mean, whooped. What? Like I said, 4 weeks. Week 1, we are going to focus solely on hooks, text, and anything letter related. Now, as you know, in every video, most of them, they include some form of text. Maybe it's like, oh, POV, you just got mugged, but something, I don't know. Do you get the point I'm trying to say, right? And maybe it's a slideshow, like a carousel post on TikTok. Maybe it's like, oh, if you like underground rap, listen to this, right? You know what I'm saying? You got all the different type of hooks and text, right? Every video for the most part has hooks. What we are going to do is solely focus on hooks this entire month. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna post 2 kinds of videos every day. Yes, I know it's crazy. 2 videos a day. I can't even post 1 a day. I don't care. Okay, I'm Papa Bear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm Papa Ryan, all right? I'm the saint you've needed. So listen, you're going to post 2 times a day. Once earlier in the day, once in the late afternoon. And I'm going to make these posts so freaking simple that you can post them without even a single thought in your mind, okay? Listen, it literally takes less than 5 minutes per post. Here's what you need to do. For the first post, we're going to focus on that right now. It's going to be a carousel type post, so photos. Like on TikTok, for example, it's just going to be photos. No recording a video, no none of that. Just photos. I don't know if you can do this on Instagram. I don't touch Instagram much. If you're like higher level than me, you do both on Instagram and TikTok and all the other platforms. But listen, we're going to use TikTok as an example. You're going to take 2 photos. Okay, that are like relatively the same kind of photo. Like, let's say you took a photo dump, 2 photos in that photo dump. And I want you to save those photos to your phone, or put them in a folder in your phone, or put them in a folder in your computer, okay? Now, every early morning, right, I want you to take those 2 photos and post them on TikTok. The only thing that's going to change is the text that you use in those photos. That is it. The photo itself stays the same, okay? That way, we're isolating the variable of the hooks, and only that way we're isolating the variables of the hook, and only changing that so we can see what works and what doesn't. Now, I have to say this because a lot of you don't post daily, and I don't want you to have so much friction to where posting twice a day is crazy. Just focus on one photo, or like one type of photo from the same photo group or whatever. Focus on that and just change the text. If you already post daily, then that's useful to you, right? You already know how to do it. In that case, I want you to take 3 different photo sets. Like, just like we have that one photo from one photo group, one photo dump, take 2 more and alternate every single day, okay? Alternate through 3 different sets of photos of 2. That's only if you post every day. If you don't try to do this. Halfway through, you're going to be like, I'm so lazy, I don't feel like doing it. Then you miss a day, then you miss 2 days, then you miss the entire month, and then you hate yourself because you suck. Yeah, like I told you, I warned you, right? Only if you already post photos. Now, for the second post today, what we're going to do is simply get the phone, place it up, and just record ourselves. Freaking lip syncing to the song. The only thing that changes is the text once again. I will show you an example right now, actually. We're going to take your phone, prop it up like this. You don't even know what's on your mind. Do what you got to do. Throw your fake gang signs. Pretend you're hood. Sure, whatever. Okay? We're going to do that. That's simple enough. The entirety of your first week, what I need you to do is to go ahead and just do that. Now, when you finally released or pick that song that you want to release, I need you to schedule it 2 weeks from now, right? Doesn't matter what day in the week you are. There's a Friday coming up, not that Friday, the next Friday afterward. Release it that Friday and continue as per usual as you continue to watch on and learn what we're talking about. All right, back to week 2. Now, after week 1, you would have learned what videos do well or what hooks do well, what hooks don't. We're going to take those kind of hooks. We're going to create about 10 hooks using similar things. So let's say the hook POVs did really well. We're going to take 10 different POVs and keep it as that. Wow, I can't speak. Let's say POV hooks did really well. We're going to take 10 POVs and apply that to our next week, which is changing the format of the video. This time, we're going to experiment with the type of pictures and the type of video itself. So for the pictures, we're going to experiment with light pictures, dark pictures, bright, dark, warm colors, cold colors, pictures where you're in the center, pictures where you're on the side, your head is in the front, different angles. This is where we experiment with all different kinds of pictures. So what I need you to do when this week hits, put on a good fit, go outside somewhere as long as you're safe, maybe in your backyard, take a bunch of photos from a bunch of different angles, take a bunch of different stuff. And then the same day, during a little darker at night, take the same exact photos, same angle, same everything. And this is where you experiment. So we're still going to post twice a day. The first day, all we're going to do is experiment with those different types of photos, right? For the second post a day, we're going to experiment with different kinds of videos, right? We're going to experiment with one lip syncing. We're going to experiment with dancing. We're going to experiment with having videos with friends in it versus not having friends in it. We're going to experiment with videos where we have the Brat template on, which every single artist used. Somehow it's still working for some people. I don't know. We're going to experiment with everything and see what works. But the hooks for all these videos are going to be the same hooks that worked in the week 1. If it's POVs, we're going to only use POV hooks. We're not changing that. We're only changing one variable at a time for these 2 weeks. Now, for the next 2 weeks, week 3 and week 4, it's pretty simple. Week 3, we're taking the best hooks. We're taking the best videos / picture format. We're still posting twice a week, and we're just spamming. Around this time, the song should be out. So we're going to see what does better in conversion, the pictures or the videos. After that, into week 4, we're only going to spam what works best. Let's say the pictures did really, really well. We're posting pictures twice a day instead of the videos. If the videos did really, really well, we're posting videos twice a day instead of the pictures. You will get the premise. What we're essentially doing is experimenting and trying things. We're taking the data and we're inputting it into our brains and seeing what worked and what didn't. And with that data, we are adapting. That is the most important thing into building a successful system. You need to be able to adapt based on new data. And that is the reason why you aren't succeeding. There is no system. So this is how we're going to build a 1-month system in 4 weeks. You can apply this to another month and another month, make that 90 days, sure, whatever. But you and me, we are going to grow as long as you follow the system. And what I want you to do, like I said, go in the Discord, join up. There's going to be a channel called Systems. And I want you to document every single week how it's going, what worked for you, what didn't. Tell me the data, tell me everything. And then I'll try to help you. And I'm going to be transparent with my data as well. Every single week, I'm going to come on here and post a video. How is it going? Is it going great? Is it going bad? Do I think I'm going to reach my goals? Do I think not? Should I just end myself? Is that a better alternative because nothing's working out? I'm going to be completely honest with all of it, right? And that's the most important thing, that transparency. And I want you to be transparent with me. This is a journey that we're going through together. You're going to watch me fail a bunch. And then outside of these kind of videos, I'm still going to post, valuable knowledge that I've learned just over the years because that's still useful, right? I'm not a complete idiot. You know what I'm saying? So still something for you to learn. But that's that. If you're serious about this, you will do this. And if you want more help, like personalized help, like I said, there's going to be a link in the description to how to get more information on that. You can book a call. We can talk for free. 30-minute call. We can talk. It's a free call. Don't have to pay for that. We'll talk. See if this is a good fit for you. If it's not, I'll tell you that too. But you just let me know. Most important thing though, you got to be disciplined and consistent. If you're not, everything will fail. Become the antidote to chaos. Choose.